You want to see real-time assistance, respectively a real-time solver, live in action, then you definitely should stay tuned. Hi, this is Praios and I'm a professional gambler. Today I will let you know what exactly is meant by the term RTA or real-time assistance. I will explain exactly how this cheat is working and why RTA or even solvers without any real-time assistance will have such a big impact on the poker ecosystem. Later I will also show you a real-time solver in action, so definitely stay tuned, you will be blown away. But before we get into the topic, please make sure to hit the like button. This helps out my channel tremendously and it also keeps me motivated to produce more content for you in the future. Let's now jump into the topic. Real-time solver or real-time assistance is one of the hottest topics in the poker community right now in the aftermath of the Fedor Kruse scandal. If you are not familiar with the scandal yet, please check out my video about this in the info card. All the talk has left many poker players wondering what is and what constitutes real-time solvers. Anything that assists a player in the decision-making process while in a cash game or in a tournament can be considered to be providing real-time assistance. RTA can be completely automated or require manual input from the poker player, but one thing is for sure, it will influence the decision-making. The most advanced real-time assistance software will help the user to play GTO or game theory optimal, or at least very close to it. Real-time solvers, for example, will let you know when to bet and how much to bet in any or even all or close to all situations. Especially in high-stakes games, small edges can be worth tons of money. We are talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why are these most advanced real-time solvers such a huge advantage? GTO is how most top players approach the game. They have perfected their game in hundreds of hours while playing at the table and also while studying away from the table. It costed them a lot of their lifetime to get the skills needed to succeed in the game, and although they invested all this time, they will never ever be able to come close to the perfection of play a computer is able to achieve. If your goal is to play game theory optimal, solvers are the tool to go to. A solver is a software that offers optimal solutions to a specific user-inputted scenario. Solvers have revolutionized poker strategy and everyone at the top nowadays plays based on the strategies learned from solvers. A solver will take a hand and run a lot of simulations to find out what the best course of action is, given the information it was fed. When used after or before a session, the usage of solvers is not considered cheating, but it is if you get real-time assistance from these tools in-game. This also is rightfully so because you are not playing yourself anymore with RTA. You are just clicking the buttons the computer wants you to press. Someone with real-time assistance will have a huge edge and he also doesn't need to know anything about poker. The difference between studying on the table and using RTA can be described like this. The cheater does not call up previously learned situations from his head and then plays accordingly. He is consulting something he didn't know in the first place. Rather than reminding himself about something he previously learned, he is told the correct answer for the first time, so no poker knowledge or skill is required. He might not even know why he is taking certain actions. The question is, how can the poker side stay on top of the threat that RTA is presenting and giving some players an unfair edge? How do we prevent players from consulting a database instead of playing themselves? Unfortunately, there are no working solutions yet. If the cheater takes precautions, he still can bypass the security measures of the poker industry and remain undetected. GG Poker claims they can detect all RTA use and they will punish players hard if they are found guilty. I made a video about this too. It also contains a lot of information why this cheat is so difficult to detect when the scammer is clever. I will link this in the info card too. One option that makes it almost impossible for poker sites to detect the cheater is to use separate systems for playing and the real-time solver. Fedor Kruse, for example, had two computers side by side, one for playing and one for the real-time assistance. Now I want to show you a real-time solver at work. This program runs on the same computer as the poker software, which makes it easy to unmask the cheater for the poker room. I found this clip on the internet, and this was most likely built before the poker world became aware of the great danger of real-time assistance. So people using this might have gotten away with this too. Obviously, it's easy to imagine a better setup with which it is not so easy anymore to recognize and punish the cheater. You could, for example, work with a virtual computer where one PC with good computing power emulates a second computer, and in this isolated, sealed off environment, the poker client could run. Another possibility would be that a computer running the real-time solver would read the information via image recognition and camera from a second PC which is running the poker client. Let's now jump into the video. As it looks, I would guess that the software consists of several parts. The window called Poker Reader, which we see on the far right, seems to capture our hole cards, our position and the actions we are confronted with. The tool in the middle shows us what to do with the different parts of our range in each situation. For ace-10 suited, the real-time poker software wants us to open raise, which we do. Only the small blind wants to play, and we see a flop and we flop the nuts. On the flop, it looks like the software wants us to do more checking than betting, but the player in the hand was greedy and decided to continuation bet. After getting called, we should bet again on the turn, which he does. The small blind quickly lays his hand down. Queen Jack is supposed to call against a cutoff opener according to the solver, and the human follows the advice. On the flop, we have overcards. We are supposed to play a mixed strategy between betting and checking when check 2. Seems like the inbuilt randomizer this time decides to check. The turn also brings no help with the king in diamonds. After villain checks to us again, the real-time assistant this time wants us to bet. A reasonable plan, as our opponent showed weakness twice and we might be able to take down the pot by betting the turn. And this is exactly what happens. I think we saw enough. A tool like this, which was fed with tons of pre-solved hands, obviously will crush any human competition. Please comment and let me know what you think about this video, which I found on YouTube. And please also let me know how we can fight against this virus of RTA. I hope this was helpful. If that's the case, please like the video and also consider subscribing to my channel to not miss any of my future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.